M0FXB, welcome to my channel. On the left we've got the KYDERA 880 and on the right we've got the BT01 that connects to the ANYTONE 578, which is just here in the background, and you can connect via cable or Bluetooth, and they both have GPS. Now most people when choosing a DMR radio will go for the 878, and I don't blame them because it does everything and there's virtually no bugs in that. The BT01 is working very well with the 578. What's unique about both these devices is they will dual receive, okay? So on the A band, you've got talk group 91. On the B band, I've got my analog node, which is HubNet, both radios. You can do that with the 878, but you can't hear them both at the same time. The cool thing about the KYDERA is it will actually do it while you transmit. So if someone's talking on hotspot 91 and you PTT, and the way you do that is you can move the PTT, see it says there PTT down, just by briefly pressing this button here. You PTT on the subband. You can control the volume separately as well. So if someone was talking here, it seems very quiet on 91 today, we'll have to reboot that, and I PTT'd on the B band, they would actually hear talk group 91 talking and go, what's that in the background? I don't think you can do that with the 578. Yeah, there is activity. I'm seeing the the call signs coming up on the screen. So they both have what they call talker alias. So you don't have to load the 500,000 contacts that you can load on this 578. I think on the KYDERA it's about 300,000 contacts. Now, so if anyone says to me, what's your favorite DMR radio? I always think of this radio because it's like having two radios in one set. I do like the microphone and the way the Bluetooth microphone works with the 578, but it's Bluetooth range, so I have to stay within about 10-15 foot of the device, which still works nice for me because you don't really want to carry around your mobile 578, and also the 578 is connected to my antenna that's on the roof. It's a 50-watt radio, so there's a lot more benefits to using that with this, holding this in my hand. But walking around my house, if I want to listen to everything, this is the one I like. And it's a beautiful radio, nice big battery, lasts for ages. No, it's not USB-C charging, but they are starting to make batteries, and I haven't seen one yet for this model, that they just put the USB connector in the back of the battery. So you don't have to buy a whole radio these days to get USB-C. Both these radios can be fully programmed just using the radio. You don't have to use the software. I feel like the GD88 is an easier one to program, whether you're in VFO or memory. So we're in memory modes now. If we hold down the flat line, you can just scroll down and start changing the parameters. Like so, it's frequency, power, just everything, color code, it's all there. And then when you've decided you're happy with that, you can save it. If you go back and you wanted to let's turn that down a bit. So just change the volume on this. It says volume at the top at the moment. You push the middle button and then the volume goes down or up by pressing this, the minus and the plus either side. Or you can press the middle button, it changes to channel, and you can change channels. And it's a lovely color screen, just like the the 878, but remember it's not a radio. So to go into VFO mode on this device, you just hold down the red button, and it is two VFOs, so you are controlling, like I said, it's like two radios. And again, to program in VFO mode, hold down the flat line and you just scroll down and start making changes. And when you're ready, you can choose analog or digital. It says there save VFO. Okay, let's go back. That's pretty cool. So like I said, with the PTT, see the red button here, and it says there, you can move that down. With changing settings and adjusting your volume, they are separately controlled, and you've got the word control here. When you press the white, look, control moves up and down. So if you want to change the volume on the A band, just now we can, and watch, it's completely separate. And they have, with the newer firmware, they have lowered it, so it's, I feel, low enough now, where before people said, well, even at the lowest setting it's still too loud. I feel like it's okay. But yeah, if you're sat in a very quiet room, it's hard to get that volume to a level where the person next to you who doesn't who isn't a ham radio operator is going to feel comfortable. They both have GPS. They both do DTMF, and they have now added analog DTMF to this. So you can't manual dial a talk group on this. You have to program the whole channel by doing the... So if we're on this channel here, if you were in VFO mode, you could hold down and go down and change selections, but the talk group has to have already been programmed in, and you can add what they call contacts by going menu. It says contacts there, and then you can go in and add contacts. But you can't just like you can with the ANYTONE, where you hold down the hash, if I remember right. Is it going to work on the handheld? It definitely works on this one. Let's give it a go. On the 878. Hold down the hash. Gives you that option. Pretty sure it's the hash, isn't it? Or is it the 0? Ah, there it is, 0. Let's try on the other one. Yeah, and you can just input a talk group, say 2350, key the mic, and you're going to be chatting to people on that talk group. So just remember, it's the 0 you hold down. You can set shortcut buttons. And I would say that's probably one of the biggest reasons people would rather have the 878. Let's put these three together now. Is because of that, and other devices that have got manual dial, because they can load a code plug, and if someone says meet me on talk group 80, they can just quickly dial it, key the mic, as long as they're on the right frequency, you know, they can start chatting straight away. All three of these have GPS. The newer ANYTONEs also have APRS analog, so they're all fantastic devices. But if I'm walking around my house and I want to know, I can just listen to my HubNet node and DMR at the same time. As you can just see there, see the way it goes green? That's talk alias, so the call sign information is coming live through the air. When you see that, just the whole screen get taken over that you just saw then with the call sign, just like that, you're seeing, that's Joe. Yeah, when you see that, that's a CSV file that you've uploaded, and the newer ANYTONEs do have a bigger memory. So right now, I put it onto dual receive now. It's going to hear the connected and the talk group. Turned up the hotspot on the A band. At the moment you're hearing the B band. And if someone talks on the hotspot, you will hear it at the same time. There it goes. Now you won't get that on the 878, because that will only single receive. But the interesting thing is if I key on my you're listening to HubNet now, if we put the control down one. Move it down, turn it up so you can hear HubNet. Move the control back up. So you're actually dual receiving now on both of these. Turn that down. So you're now listening to a hotspot and my analog node at the same time. And if I key on one of them, where's the... Move the PTT up. PTT goes up. If I key on the A band, you'll still hear the B band. That's cool. You can transmit, reply to someone on Talk Group 91 and still listen to your friend on HubNet at the same time. I'm not sure if you can actually transmit and listen on the 578. I don't think you can. So no, I thought I'd show you. Great fun tinkering with these gadgets. Bye for now, 7-3.